What are the federal sentencing guidelines and what is important in 2025? The federal sentencing guidelines have been around for a while. They are advisory and they are complicated. However, generally speaking, in drug cases, they look largely at the drug weights involved, and that tends to steer the drug guidelines. And in the financial world, it's usually money amount involved, although certainly there are aggravating factors and criminal history can play a significant role in what a person's guidelines look like. However, recently in 2025, there has been a significant development. It's called the 0-point offender status. And what that does is it reduces an individual's offense conduct by 2 points if they meet several criteria. And the section is under section 4C 1.1 of the guidelines. And what it says is essentially is if you have no criminal record, there's no firearm involved in the offense, if there's no aggravating role in the case, and if there was no hate crime or type motivation in the offense, then that person gets an additional 2-point reduction in their offense conduct. Now, this is very important because a lot of the individuals who are going to qualify for this, who don't have those enhancements, usually tend to also have pretty low guidelines. And so I think what I've been seeing with my clients, and I think what prosecutors and defense lawyers across the country have been seeing, is that the 0-point offender really does take a lot of people from the point where they're probably in a guideline that involves incarceration and then brings them down just enough to get them into a probationary status. And there's also some commentary and notes in the guidelines that say if an individual qualifies for 0-point offender, then in certain circumstances, a probationary or a non-incarceration sentence is appropriate. And so it's very important when looking at the guidelines to take into account updates. We obviously deal with the guidelines daily, weekly, monthly in my office, and the 0-point offender is a new change, an important one, and very helpful to folks, especially in the white collar context where money amounts are in the lower ranges of the $20,000 to $100,000 range. If anybody has questions about their guidelines, about updates to the guidelines, about the 0-point offender status and how that might apply, please call us. We're happy to do free consultations. We're in Charleston, South Carolina. You can call us at 843-473-7000.